right. Thank you everyone for joining us. We have General Manager Brandon Gomes now available for questions. Please use the raise your hand icon if you have a question for him. We'll start with Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead, Fabian.
Hey, Brandon. How did this deal all come together, especially the trade aspect of it?
Yeah, I mean, part of just our ongoing conversations throughout the offseason and exploring all avenues to continue to make the team better, and specifically adding some, impact starting pitching. So it was, those talks initially, and then got a little more in depth over the last couple weeks. And, we felt a really good opportunity to add somebody like Tyler's talent, and with the opportunity then to keep him around past this year was really important.
Yeah, what made signing him to the extension so important, especially knowing some of the team control that you were kind of giving up on the other end there?
Yeah, I think it was very important knowing that, Pep, we were losing Pep in this, and how much we thought of Pep, but being able to get Tyler, on that extension, and just from everything we've heard about him, like incredible person, how he relates to teammates, work ethic, and then obviously his stuff and what he's done when he's on the mound speaks for itself. So it was a really good combination, and we felt confident in, making that commitment to Tyler.
And then just knowing, obviously, health-wise, he hasn't thrown more than 120 innings this season. Now, what are some of the factors that go into play, especially knowing that you're going to sign this guy long-term who has had some injury history?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's getting with our medical group and our performance staff and coaches, and hearing the history and how, these injuries actually played out, made us feel like, hey, I understand that there is, injuries in the past, but, really focused around his elbow, which has now been handled. And then, he's feeling great. He's understanding his body, and our group knows that the combination of his work ethic and curiosity, getting that all together is a good recipe for future success.
Thanks, Brandon.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Brandon, on the injury history, he said kind of the same thing, that he thinks it's all behind him now after the TJ surgery. How confident are you that that's correct, and what kind of a workload can he carry?
Yeah, I mean, that was, from all the conversations we've had, we feel good that he's going to go out and be able to take the ball as much as we need him to. And I think, we've talked about workloads in the past. It's going to be very fluid in knowing that we're going to have ongoing conversations with how Tyler's feeling, and making sure he's, being able to handle his work and his maintenance in between every outing. So we're expecting full go from Tyler, and I think we'll handle him in the same, careful way that we handle all of our guys.
Whose idea was it to have Shohei send him a video?
Those were through different conversations, and Shohei thinks very highly of Tyler, because I'm sure when you face him, it's not very fun on the to come together. He's like, yeah, I'll happily send them something to make them feel good about the organization.
Thanks, Brandon.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, did you guys compare video of Tyler pre-elbow issues to last year? And if so, was there something you saw last year that convinced you that, hey, man, this stuff's really, truly behind him?
Our pitching group dove in and felt good. There was some movement on the rubber, and, he was moving a little bit differently. But I think a lot of it is more about betting on how he's feeling, how good of an athlete he is, and our performance and medical group feeling like he's in a good position to kind of take off. We've seen this type of stuff with pitchers in the past where, they get to a point and they start to understand their body, and for whatever reason, things leading up to it, you have hiccups in the ability to take down 160 plus innings. And then out of nowhere, they take off. But I think it's years of building a base and having an understanding of what it is to take down a full workload. And, from all of our conversations and betting on Tyler, the person and competitor, we felt very good about it.
Thanks.
Next question is from Ron Kabner. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, Brandon, adding Tyler but losing Pepio, how much is continuing to add to the rotation still a priority? And then with the Margot ad, is corner outfield still something you want to continue looking at, or do you feel good there?
Yeah, obviously it was a 1-for-1 swap. So we're still looking to add talent and continuing to examine all avenues on the starting pitching front. And ultimately it's just about continuing to add as much pitching talent and depth as we possibly can. So we'll see how, the coming weeks, months play out. And as far as Manny, I think the beauty of that is that he can play any position and handles both sides pretty well. He's better versus left and right, but he can go up there and put together a high quality at bat versus right-handed pitching as well. So it allows us flexibility to continue to see what else is available, and not having to box ourselves in one way or the other, and just kind of let the offseason play out and be opportunistic.
Thanks.
Next question is from Sarah Wexler. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, just on Margot specifically, how do you envision him factoring into the outfield alignment?
Yeah, I think the ability to play anywhere is super helpful. So he, depending on what Doc is thinking and in the lineup construction, there's different avenues for him to get out there. And our sense is that he will get a ton of reps, and how that exactly looks come regular season is TBD, because we'll have the opportunity to explore different things leading up to that point, and then also injuries happen. So the fact that he's an elite defender and puts together a really good at bat in the box is very helpful for constructing the rest of the team.
Thank you.
I think that's going to do it. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.